one of the things that we've seen as an organisation is quite an uptake in companies who want to know how they make money and where they make money. So data analysis, the ability to take data out of a core system, whether that's SAP, whether it's Oracle, whether it's Sage, whether it's Xero, whatever your business system is, the ability to export that data and analyze it in any way that you choose to, so that you can see the story that sits behind that information. So some systems you can do that very well inside them. They have very good dashboards. They have some very good reporting. Other systems might not be quite so flexible. And sometimes the easiest way is to take all that data out and put it into an Excel spreadsheet. So we've helped a number of our clients over the last few weeks to look at where they make money from their clients. So that's taking all their sales data out for 2019 and looking at what the margins are on the products that they sell and what categories of products are selling well, so that as they try and move forward in this new world, they know best where to target sales and which customers to look at and what the demographics of those customers are as well. We're working with another company as well, where we're just trying to analyse what their daily profit and loss looks like. So what days do they make money on? What days don't they make money? And that will help them to make decisions about how they run their business going forward. So if you struggle to work out how well your business is performing, let us know and we can give you some tips on how to look at that data, how to analyse it. And one of the really good features that we have within Excel that allows you to start this process is to put your data into tables. So tables give you a lot more structure that sits around data that looks like it's in a database type format. So I'm going to hand over now to Simon, who's just going to very quickly show you a little bit about tables in Excel and how to set them up and what they do. So I'm going to hand over now to Si.
So hopefully you can all see my Excel spreadsheet here. It's really important in Excel to think about how we structure data, and making our tables with headings across the top and the data underneath really helps us to analyze our data and to create graphs from it and to work with our data effectively. This is a set of data that we use in our training course, and I just want to show you, as Tracy said, how you can make this into a table and why would you want to do that. And there are a couple of ways of getting there. So we can do a shortcut, which is Control-T, and that highlights all of the data that it can see around the cursor, where your cursor currently is, and says, is that the space you wanted to turn into a table? And there's a box here that says my table has headers, and you want to make sure that's checked if you've already put your headings in for your table. So that is one way of converting this into a table. If I undo that, the other way is to say format as a table, and then you get straight into the color options that you want for the table. And again, you get the same dialog up. Has it got headers? Is this the space you want to use? So why do we do this? What's helpful about tables? And there are a number of things that happen when you create something as a table. The first thing is, if I start typing underneath the table, as soon as I've put the first bit of data in, notice what happens. It's expanded the range of the table. And that also means that the cells have adopted the format of the column that they're in, and we've got a calculation here. It's adopted here the calculation of the new salary column. So entering new lines of data becomes much easier because it's automatically copying down the formulas and the formatting and all of that good stuff for you. And the same if we wanted to put in a new header. So if we wanted to say, what is the combined name of a person. So notice, as soon as I've started typing this, it has created a new column in the table. And if I say here and start putting a formula in, if I say that the first name concatenate with a space and concatenate again to the last name and press enter, it has copied all of those formulas down as part of that column in the table. So you can see how effective this is at creating new formulas, creating new data, and keeping everything sensible within the context that you're working. So it's a really useful function. When you look at the formulas as well, notice that ordinarily, if I had been saying to concatenate those cells, I'd have said taken D2 and concatenated a space and concatenated C2, and that would have been my formula. But in a table, those columns actually have names, and so it's saying take the first name and concatenate the last name, and we can use that in other areas of our spreadsheet if we're referring back to this table. So tables are a great way in Excel of grouping your data, making it nice and clear that this is one set of data, and as you're expanding it, you know the integrity is going to be kept, and just a very useful function. The other thing, that was all I was going to say on tables, although they are useful for doing drop-down lookups as well, and we'll post a little video about that onto our YouTube channel as well. I won't cover that off here. One feature that has also come out literally in the last few days is the Lookup feature. And if you're familiar with Excel, you'll have used VLOOKUP a lot, and you'll have found lots of challenges with using VLOOKUP in different situations. So next time we will look at Lookup, because this is a very exciting, game-changing function within Excel.